All right, good morning. Monday, push day, chest day. We're gonna start off, we're gonna do some crossovers, and we're just gonna do just enough to warm up. And then we're gonna go yellow band chest press, take a break, and finish off with black band chest press. Really just nail the chest really hard. Let's get ready, get the hands chalked up, get the bands ready. Let's go. All right, we got our glow grip, got our dark gray band. We're gonna get started with chest. We're just gonna warm up, get some blood pumping into the chest before we go to chest press. All right, 15 good, solid, slow crosses. Chest is getting some blood filling in there right now. We're gonna take a little break and we're gonna come back with some yellow chest press. All right, that's about 2-minute break, 2-3 minutes. Get some energy back. Now we're going with the yellow band chest press. Whew, 15 total pushes with that. A little break, we're coming back with black band chest press. Maybe 45 seconds, maybe a minute. What I want to do here is I just want to go super slow and just take it to the burn. Whew. 15 total. I tried bringing that in as close as I could to my chest because I know that's where my weak part is, in close. Getting that yellow band out of the hole. I know I'm strong out here. I'm trying to work on that slower range down here, especially with the yellow band, just pushing those out at the end. Same thing with the black band. Once I get exhausted, getting in here and just working that short range right here, just pushing as hard as I can, get all that into it. All right, next up, overhead press. Standing and then kneeling. Light gray band, short bar. Ooh. All right. Finish those off standing on my balance board with 10-pound dumbbells and holding that, keeping that balance and not raising your arms, pushing the weights out, pushing them out. Whew. Whew, that was a good burn. I can feel that. Whew. All right, next up, triceps, black band. Skull crushers, finish off with press downs, and we're gonna finish off with behind the head, kneeling for a big stretch at the end. I don't know what I got at the end. Kind of just stopped counting and just kept on pressing. Those kneeling at the end really get a big stretch on the back end of that tricep. Stretching that full head all the way. Whew. All right, catch my breath. I'm gonna finish off with some calves. Oh, 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 oh. 42 total, and really just stayed on the toes and just kind of offset the toes just a little bit to keep the balance, but just dug my toes in and just kept the toes digging. Didn't even come down to heels, kept all my tension in the front of my feet, keep all that tension into my calves. Whew. Whew. All right, that concludes Monday morning push day. Whew, it was a good workout. I decided to up my game on my chest, start adding that yellow band back in, and I'll start adding that into the deadlift also. I like doing the crossovers first to just really get the chest kind of warmed up, get some blood in there. Don't overdo it, just get to where you're feeling that tension at the end and you're really pushing hard. Take a minute break or so, get some blood, re-going again, get your energy back, level back up, and then hit that yellow band hard. I know I have really long arms, so I know the hard part for me is deep in the press down here. When I used to do bench press, I couldn't get those heavy weights off my chest because my arms are so damn long. When I worked out with guys that were shorter than me, they had shorter arm length and they had a shorter distance to get that bar off their chest. I got freaking long ass bones, long arms. So I'm really working on this lower range area. Once I get fatigued out here, I'm really bringing it in and just kind of going halfway and trying to keep that tension as much as I can into that halfway zone. And then switching over to that black band also, fatiguing it even more out here and then really fatiguing it at the end when it's easier than the yellow band, but it's still hard and you're still getting a lot of fatigue level in there. Whew. And then I did a shoulder press. I did overhead press, standing, overhead kneeling, and then I finished off on the balance plate with just a little 10-pound dumbbells. And now all I'm doing is I'm not raising my arm so much as I'm pushing the weight out from me. And staying on that balance plate really makes me have to go slow. You're not jerking it up. You're just pushing nice and slow at the end. And especially after doing two sets, but basically still one complete set of overhead press, standing, overhead kneeling, and then switch over to that plate as quickly as you can to try and get those outer delts, which I just don't have those humongous bone muscle structures. Okay, and then I finished off, I did the triceps, the extensions, just nice and slow, just trying to get those as slow, controlling that as much as I can. And then really at the end, just really tightening those elbows into your sides and just pressing as much as you can, getting that tricep all pumped up. And then finishing off with that behind the head, getting a full stretch. And even after you finish, just let that band pull the triceps down and get a big stretch. And then the calves, finish off with the calves. Stagger my toes just a little bit, just enough to help keep my balance. Really dig the toes into that plate to where I'm just, all my toes are activated, just really activating those calves big time. And just keeping that tension constant in that upper zone of the move between halfway and full contracted. And then towards the end, obviously, as you're getting more fatigued, you're coming farther and farther down. I think at the end, my heels were barely off the ground, but to me, mentally, it felt like I was pushing as hard as I could. Whew, and that was a good push day. I don't think I'm gonna go for a walk today. The wife is up, she's getting herself ready. I think we got some things to do today. I know I need to go take the car in and get some stuff done with the tires, go rotate the tires, maybe get some new tires. But this week, it's all gonna be about diet. This weekend, with the football games, I kind of enjoyed myself. I did not go overboard like I used to, but I still had some chips, and I make a mean 8-layer bean dip, which when you're watching football, you gotta have some corn chips and some 8-layer bean dip. And I had my share of it over the 2 days. Not too much, but just enough to satisfy my craving. Still ate my carnivore as much as I could. I did not drink any beer, although I did have a couple of shots of it was whiskey, yeah. I'm trying to remember which one I shot. I had a couple of shots of whiskey while I was watching the game, just poured it into a glass, threw an ice cube in there, and just sipped on that while I was watching the game. Trying to cut the beer out completely. The beer really gets the gut just going. So I'm really cutting all that out. If anything, I'm gonna have some whiskey, some rum, some gin or some vodka, just 2 fingers in a cup with a cube of ice and just sip on it. But I'm still trying to cut all that out. And that's only on the weekends too. So on the weekends is when I wanted to enjoy myself. During the week, like right now, it's all about getting back to eating. So what I'm gonna do today is a light eating day, but I'm going to overdo it on the fat as much as I can. I'm gonna go have my protein shake. I'm not even doing a shake, I'm just taking a scoop and just throwing it in my mouth and drinking it down with water. Then we'll go all day, and then for dinner, I'll have, I got some prime rib cuts. So when they cut the prime rib, they cut the big chunks of fat off. So as they're cutting the prime rib, you get these big chunks of fat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have some of those prime rib fat chunks, throw them in the air fryer. I'm gonna cut those up and eat them, and I'm probably gonna have just one small hamburger, 80-20 hamburger for dinner. That's it. So, but it's gonna be heavy on the fats and just a little bit of protein for dinner. And then that will get me through the day. Tomorrow, I don't know, we'll see where we're at. We might just do an all day fast tomorrow. I know I need to do something. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling strong, but my weight is still up there. So I need to do something to start cutting. I feel like I'm cutting, but I'm cutting slow. Not that I want to cut super fast. I'm not in a marathon, but I like feeling healthy and I want to cut, but I don't want to overdo it and get myself like I felt last week or the week before when I was just really lethargic and not feeling good at all. So I want to keep my energy levels high. I don't want to overdo it, but I want to keep my fat levels high. I'm getting used to eating the fats instead of the carbs. And it was good to carb up a little bit this weekend with some of the stuff we had. So then this week will be all about fats and getting into the fats. And next weekend we've only got 2 games on Sunday, so that means I'll only eat on one day, which is Sunday, and we'll probably continue our fasting all the way until then, our limited fasting. So like I said, that's the plan for right now. I'm making the bone broth. I'm going to be putting that up on here. I'm filming it as I'm doing it, so showing you what I'm doing and how I'm making my own bone broth. I found out over at our local store, I can go in there and I can have him cut femur bones for me, and then they have femur bones cut up into little chunks in the freezer section, and then they'll actually cut a full femur bone open for you so you can get to the marrow, so you can actually scoop out the marrow, if you want to have some marrow butter for breakfast in the morning. But right now I have all of my bones in the crock pot, so I will be filming that and letting you guys show you what it is I'm doing to making some bone broth. That's what I want to start switching over to, drinking in the morning instead of coffee. Instead of the bulletproof coffee, I want to do bulletproof bone broth, which is make my own bone broth, throw a big healthy scoop of butter in there, mix it all up, and then drink that in the morning instead of coffee. So I'm slowly switching over to that. I tried it for a couple days and my body wasn't feeling it without having its coffee in the morning. So I'm trying to lower the amount of coffee I'm making in my bone broth from 12 ounces, take it down to 10 ounces, take it down to 8 ounces, then 6, and then just get rid of it completely and switch over to bone broth full time. And that's where I'm at right now. So I got the workout done today. Go and get a shower. It is chilly out here. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I got it done. I'm gonna go live my life. I will see you back here tomorrow for pull day.